just to start the session, show of hand, any of you are thinking of getting a personal trainer? Or have you ever been thinking of getting a personal trainer? I swear that this question is relevant. No one? Well, you're in for a treat. So think about me as your personal trainer, but for your mind. That's what I want to get into. Right, so just like what a personal trainer can do for your fitness and health, I'm here to help you with your careers and personal development. So just a little bit of an introduction about me. My name is Rosie Baber. I am a careers consultant. I will try to be taller so you can all see me. I'm working at University of London Career Service. My background is in English study, teacher training and education management. I am also a level 5 qualified coach, which means that I can legally give you professional and personal development advice. I call you my clients because I've been working with quite a lot of individuals and students as well from business, STEM subjects, social sciences, and the creative industry, helping them to start their career, develop their career, or pivot into a new career. Been in education for 10 years. I know, young. I've been a lecturer, a program director, and head teacher for many years. And now I'm here in education again, but at some point in my careers, I did try to pivot into different industries such as fintech, green energy, construction, marketing, and branding. Did open 2 businesses. If you count the cafe that I opened in my second year of college, that would be 3. And how to contact us, our emails are on the screen. That's my personal, work email there. You can contact me by emailing me, or just in case I'm on holiday, SAS Careers at careers.london.ac.uk is the email that you can use. Right, so going back to our agenda today, in the next 10-15 minutes, I will introduce our service. I will mention what we can support you with and how or where you can find support. There might be a couple of minutes at the end for your Q&A, but if you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand. Right, so who we are. SAS Careers is part of the Careers Group. And the Careers Group is an integral part of University of London since 1909. And we are the largest career service in Europe. So we're serving all of these federation members. And we are very experienced in supporting both masters and PhD students. Right, so on to what can we support you with. I plan these sessions to be a little bit interactive. So here is a Menti. So all you have to do, if you have your phone, you take your phone out and scan that QR code. It will take you to I love this. I love seeing all the phones up. It will take you to a website where you can vote for different options here. This is simply because I want to know you a little bit better. Obviously, I know that some of you might not need careers advice. Some of you might not want to attend, all of the workshops. So I want to find things or organize events or workshops that will be more relevant to you. So yes, number 1 is I know what careers best suits me. You don't need help, but it's good to have someone to talk to. Number 2 is I might need a job alongside my studies, so part-time jobs, what Elaine mentioned, that we can help with. Number 3 is you're still exploring options, maybe here, maybe somewhere else,
maybe overseas. And number 4, I have a job waiting for me after my studies, so no need for help at all. Okay? And I will give you probably 2 or 3 minutes to scan that. The magic of technology. Awesome. Right, this will help me to then design webinars and workshops, or maybe do something innovative this term for you. Great, part-time jobs. Advice, quite popular. I will keep this open so you can vote later on. Let's move on. So I mentioned now services. Quite a lot that we can support you with. 7 core services. Number 1 is one-to-one appointment. I will just give you an overview first, and then I'll go into details later of how to book or how to use our services. Number 2, we have some live webinars and workshops that we plan with the School of Advanced Studies to make sure that all of our content is relevant to your studies. Number 3, tailor resources. For example, we have a lot of help sheets on, like applying for grant, narrative CV, anything related to applying for PhDs as well for master students. We have a UK EU job board. I'll show you where to find it in a minute. We also have, and this is what I'm very proud of, because I think we keep the culture of research running in all departments that we have here at University of London, and we have something called Labour Market Insights section on the careers Moodle virtual learning environment as well. We have some, staple job seekers toolkits and advice, things like templates for CV. If you want to apply to become a lecturer, for example, there are a couple of CV templates, application form advice, as well as interview prep questions there, just as an example. And the last one is that we will give you free subscription to an international job board called Going Global, in case you want to relocate overseas. Who knows? I worked overseas before, best years of my life, so there you go. Virtual internship as well. So we have a platform called Forage, where you can, if you are at an early stage of your careers, you can do some virtual internship to start with, to see if that industry is something you really want to do in the future. Highly recommend. Right, so number 1, one-to-one appointment. So here on the screen, you can scan this QR code. We are very QR code heavy at the career service, but there is a link there as well. There's a link in your handbook that you can refer to. That you can scan and pick the right time or date if you want a one-to-one. All SAS students, lucky you, can book one-to-one appointment with our careers consultant. Whatever time that you can see on the system is when we are available. It will be with myself or my colleagues. You will have 30 minutes per session to talk about anything that you like, and you can access this service throughout your studies and for up to 2 years after you graduate. Well, everything will be confidential and tailored to your needs, and any topics related to professional and personal development. The only thing I can't do is counseling, because I'm not qualified to. We will do everything on Teams. But if you want an in-person appointment, you can email us as well. You can have maximum 2 appointments per day, and you have to book at least 24 hours. Next. Right, webinars and workshops. On the screen, you will be able to see a link that will take you to our webinar libraries. All of our sessions in the past were recorded, and we plan this year to run the following themes. Well, careers necessities, so CV, interview, application form. Exploring non-linear careers pathway. I'm very passionate about this simply because I pivoted into different industry before, and I think it helped me to understand what I really wanted to do, and hence I'm back here. But yes, so I hope that with my experience, I could help you in your careers and personal development as well. We have panel events and industry insight sessions where we invite employers or individuals, successful individuals from different industries to come and talk to you about careers in library, for example, humanities, NGO, many different topics. We explore this year AI quite heavily. So future of work, I remember a webinar, we had a webinar last year about whether or not we should replace all judges with AI. If you're interested in that, webinar library is where you should go. And we have PhD related webinars for MA students. I don't know any of you here who is a MSc student? Yeah, thank you. And we have the Researchers Development Training Series as well for PhD students. So very tailored, bespoke resources for you. And after being a lecturer for a long time, I think that the best classroom is a student. That's not good. Is a student-centered classroom. So if you want to suggest a topic for future workshops, please feel free to follow that link on the screen. I will just pause for 30 seconds so that we can take a photo of the link. Right, ready for another Menti? You know the drill? So this is just that it's so valuable to have you here in person to discuss topics and to show you what we can do. And I'm conscious of time as well, so I will probably close this in a minute. So you can scan it and vote on the topics that you would like us to cover this term, in November. But I can always send this as a survey link later on via Kalina or Oiling. Yeah. Oh, there you go. See, amazing. Right. So topic number 1, it's quite small to see, is exploring careers options beyond academia. Second, be your own boss. Entrepreneurship. How to start your own NGO, for example, or start your own business. Third, personal branding, networking, LinkedIn, how to create an online presence these days. Number 4, applying for grants. As researchers in the future, you have to apply for grants and funding for your research, so we would love to give you some guidance to start with. But of course, one-to-one appointment is where you can ask for advice as well. Personal development, I love this topic, productivity and time management. And the last one, AI, future of work, focusing on being human in the age of AI. So these are the topics that we are debating which one to do first in November. We might do all of them, we might do some of them. But the first one, you see, Elaine, that is a very undeniable webinar. Right. Going back to the calendar, so when we are ready with the event calendar, you will be able to see it on the Study Online virtual learning environment. So it's a bit hidden, but quite difficult to see, that's why I'm doing this. If you hover your mouse to the right hand side, to that tab, click that and click go to calendar. You will be able to see the list of all upcoming events. Okay? You don't have to register, sometimes you might have to. But you don't have to, and it will take you to a link to join our Zoom on the date and time. I mentioned the SAS Careers VLE. It's, again, careers information is a bit hidden. It's here, under Information Center. So this is how you could find us. I mentioned also a couple of resources that we put on the VLE. So we have toolkits like narrative CV, cover letter, and so on. But you can always book a one-to-one appointment with me so that I can really look at your CV and help you, with a specific job application, for example. Well, just an example of the job board and the help sheets that we have, webinars as well. And I mentioned going global on the VLE. You will find this. There is a link on there for you to click, and then it will take you to the international job board. All you have to do is to register using your email. Right. So upcoming activities. This is the last slide I have. So we have on the 14th of November, 2 p.m. we have maintaining momentum. I guess that this might be an interesting webinar for all of you. Well, just to prepare you for the next 3 or 6 years. Right, and we have the SAS teaching scheme that I will launch in November, more on the VLE later, because we know you all know that we are not a very traditional university. We don't have undergraduate students on campus. So SAS teaching scheme is a scheme that we launch with the School of Advanced Study to make sure that you have some teaching experience as PhD students. And we have the imposter syndrome as well, probably around Christmas time. Ready for it? And managing your time as a researcher just ahead of the summer, so around March. We have networking and LinkedIn for researchers around May, and then will be summer. Right. Thank you for listening to me for the past 15 minutes, I guess. And here's a link again to book a one-to-one with me, and the link to study online as well as email. Thank you.